Hello everybody, welcome to today's video, which is a quick update on what's happening at the moment with me and things. I'm about to begin building a new PC. My current PC has been running now for 6 years, and it's starting to have some problems. And I'm talking physical problems, not software problems. As you may already know or remember, I had an issue a little while ago where I lost a SATA port on my motherboard. It stopped working, basically. Now, I'm lucky enough that my PC, my motherboard, has 8 SATA ports on it, so losing one wasn't terrible. I've just had to reshuffle things around inside the case a bit. I had to remove the DVD drive and basically use the SATA port it was using to plug in my hard drive that was on the broken port. But now, in the past week, or certainly last weekend, the Easter weekend just gone, it appears I may have lost another SATA port or two, and unfortunately, as they have gone down, so have the mechanical drives attached to them, which is a real big issue for me. I've lost a lot of data, important data, that I thought was backed up in the cloud using my cloud service, but it's not. Well, not all of it has been. So yeah, not a happy bunny. So I decided it was time to build a new PC, and my current PC is going to be reduced down and sort of purposed as just a streaming recording device. That's all it's going to be, streaming and recording. My other PC, is the one I'm about to build, is going to be my gaming rig, and it's going to be, you know, PC Master Race gaming rig. For a start, it's going to be running an 8th gen Intel i7 8700K, so much like I'm using the i3 3770K in my current rig, it's going to give me overclocking potential. I'm going to have 32 gigabytes of Corsair DDR4 RAM at 3600 megahertz speed. So again, that should give me plenty of headroom and opportunities to stretch things a little bit. All that's going to be controlled and driven on a Asus ROG Hero motherboard, which I'm really looking forward to having. I haven't had a Republic of Gamers motherboard before. And then I've just got, obviously, the SSDs out of my current PC are going to come out, and they're going to be put into the new rig, and I'm going to jiggle things around a bit. I'm not going to be using my 1TB Samsung Evo as my C drive in the new PC. I'm going to use a 500 gig. The 1TB that I currently use as a C drive is going to end up being a pure gaming drive. It's just going to have all my games installed on it, basically. So everything's speedy and fast. I'm a little disappointed on the new motherboards. They only have 6 SATA ports on the motherboard, because I've got my 1TB, obviously, current C drive. I've got two 250s or 256s, which I have in RAID, which operate as my current sort of recording drive, where all my recordings go, like this one I'm doing right now, all my streams and stuff like that. When I'm doing my rendering, that's where all my videos go to. I've got another 250 gig drive SSD in my current PC that I use purely for my data. So things like documents, pictures, videos, everything like that. OneDrive is directed and stored there rather than on the C drive. So if anything goes wrong on the C drive, I don't lose all my documents. What else have I got? Oh, I've got my other 850 Evo Samsung, which is a gaming drive. That's what has my Skyrim installation on, and a few other bits and bobs. So that will transfer across. I'm not going to touch that drive. I'm not going to reformat that drive, because obviously it's got my Skyrim Special Edition installation, which I'm currently doing my Let's Play on. So I don't want to end and ruin that Let's Play series by formatting the drive and then not being able to remember what mods I used and installed and stuff. So I'm hoping that video series will continue on the new PC. I'm hoping I don't have to reinstall the game and the data and all the mods by just plugging the drive in as is. And then obviously I've got this new Samsung drive downstairs. I found a great deal on a website. A company was offering 500GB Samsung SSD and a 2TB Barracuda, Seagate Barracuda mechanical drive for 150 quid. So I thought it's worth it just for the SSD, and then I get a 2TB data disk I can use as a backup and storage thing. Until I then realised that I only have 6 SATA ports on the new motherboard, so I can't put the 2TB drive in. I also don't have any drive bays on the case, the new case I'm getting, so I can't put like a DVD drive in the front of it, or a hot swap drive bay like I've got in my current PC. So I'm not sure what to do with that 2TB mechanical drive apart from stick it in this current rig, which is a possibility, I suppose, because the only drives I'm going to be keeping in my current rig are 2 OCZ Agility SSDs, one for Windows, one for data. I've got a mechanical drive, is it 750 gig? 750 gig mechanical drive, 2.5-inch little thing that come out of an old laptop, which I've been using this past week to copy all my data onto. So that's 3. So yeah, I suppose I could have the 2TB desktop drive in there as a 4th drive. And obviously I'll be able to re-plug in the DVD, because I don't have a DVD writer, reader, CD player, reader, writer at the minute, which would be very handy, I must admit. So yeah, I'm currently in the process of doing that. I'm currently waiting for all the bits to arrive. They're slowly trickling in over the few days. Today I've had the dust filters for the 140mm fans arrive, which is going to be great. I'm going to use those quite extensively. I'm going to put them between the fan and the cases, so I've got like an extra buffer so dust can't get into the case. I'm also going to put them between the fans and the radiator on my new all-in-one water cooler for the processor. So I'm going to have fan, filter, radiator, filter, fans, possibly filters again, and then out the case. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it that way, probably, for the best. I've got my GTX 1070 graphics card out of this rig, this PC, because this is going in the new rig, because at the minute, as many people are probably aware, graphics card prices are ridiculous. So I'm not buying a new one. And that's only a year old anyway. I've only had that a year. Which brings me on to another subject. This rig now is running on my old 780 Ti graphics card. The one which died and stopped working, 2016. And had to be replaced by the 1070. I just had this bright idea yesterday to plug it into the PC, boot into Windows using the integrated HD 3000 graphics on the processor, and then use NV Flash to basically remove all the BIOS and firmware from the graphics card, and put the new, and then basically put the stock one back on. Downloaded it, and then basically I reflashed my graphic card, and it's working again. It's back from the dead. Because originally, when I started this plan to build the new PC, I wasn't going to have a graphics card in this PC. I was just going to use the built-in Intel graphics. But now, having the old 780 Ti back in there, I've got a very good graphics card, because the 780 Ti is still a very good graphics card. Pretty much when I tested it last night, running the Valley and Heaven benchmarks and stuff, the scores and the frame rate were, you know, still, by today's standards, very, very acceptable, you know. I was getting, you know, average mid-70 FPS, with all high settings, everything cranked up to full. And, you know, the scores were pretty good. In fact, actually, I think they're better now. The scores are better now with that graphics card than they were when I was running it. It must have had a fault from day one, my graphics card. There must have been some issue with it, or the BIOS on it from day one. But anyway, it's back up, it's running. This PC is now running off of it, which means I still have GPU encoding support. Which again, when this PC is going to become the dedicated streaming recording rig, it's going to be very handy, because it's going to keep, you know, keep the CPU and GPU and everything, keep all that down. So yeah, quite happy with it. And as I say, if I took the camera, the webcam, and twizzled it round, which I may try and do, bear with me. Oh, what is that caught on? Oh, I can't really twizzle it. But basically, there's my rig, currently, with the back panel off, because I'm currently inside tweaking and mucking about. All my hard disks are down here, and as I say, I'm going to be sorting them out, stripping them out over the next day, and then reformatting the PC for Windows 10. I'm basically resetting Windows, because again, this PC I've had since, let me just pull the cables back. This PC I've had since, when was it, 2012 I built it? Fairly early on. Okay, sorry about the interruption in the recording. Just noticed in OBS it was complaining that the renderer was overloaded, and of course I forgot to change OBS settings, because obviously my GTX 1070, which I have been using up till now, is a 8 gig of RAM, 8 gig video RAM graphics card. So obviously I encode at quite a high bitrate on it, because it's got plenty of room to do the thinking. Whereas the GTX 780 I've just put back in the rig has only got 3. So for recording a video like this, I've had to switch back to CPU encoding, because it can handle the high bitrate that I'm recording the video at. As I was saying, yes, I built my current rig back in 2012. So it's gone through Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and now Windows 10. So it's had effectively 4 operating systems on it in that time, all of which have just been installed on top of the existing ones. So formatting it back to Windows, formatting it down, stripping it all down, clearing everything out, may help the PC in the longer run, its performance. As I say, I only tend to use it now as a streaming rig, recording rig anyway. But yeah, I've just got to try and find a 16 gig USB memory stick to create my Windows media creation tool on, so I can actually reinstall Windows 10. I've got 4 gig memory sticks, 8 gig memory sticks, 32 gig memory sticks, 64 gig memory sticks, 128 gig memory sticks, and 256 gig, USB sticks. But I can't find a 16 gig one anywhere. And I don't want to use a 32 gig one and waste half of it. I'm too freaking tight and stingy. Because, companies aren't sending me this stuff. And that's the big thing about this PC build that I'm doing. Although I'm going to be showcasing and highlighting videos, I'm hopefully going to try and record the process of me building it. That's one thing. I'm not going to mention the names of where I got the parts from, because quite frankly, they're not supporting me. I'm having to pay full price for all the parts. So I'm not going to give any companies shout outs or special offers, or promotion free of charge. Why should I? I'm a business. That's just my feelings on the subject. So yeah, I'm going to be diving into this PC over the next day or two and getting the hard drives out, getting them ready to go in the new rig, getting this one reset up, because obviously once I've got Windows refreshed and reinstalled, and then I'm going to have to set up all my streaming software again and download and install OBS and game capture and set up all my Streamlabs stuff, and yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle, I don't think. I think I've got all my virtual audio mixer and virtual audio drivers and everything set up, so I can get the audio routed properly and filtered and channeled how I want it again. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update video really to explain why there hasn't been any uploads this week, why there's been very few streams. I've only done, I think, Far Cry 5, and that was on Twitch anyway, it wasn't on YouTube. And why probably next week there won't be any uploads. I think the last of my my currently recorded Skyrim videos goes live tomorrow, April 6th, which of course is also my birthday, so happy birthday me, everybody. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully once I get the new rig built and running and get everything installed, all the games, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be better for me, because obviously that machine will be able to eat anything you throw at it at mega quality. Obviously I'm still going to be limited to 1080p videos, because I'm still only using a 1080 TV as a monitor. I don't have an actual gaming PC monitor attached to my rig, and I still only have one monitor. So it's going to make things a bit challenging, because I'm going to have to keep switching inputs on the TV to be able to see what's going on the streaming rig and what's going on the gaming rig. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Again, whenever I'm streaming, I tend to have my iPad propped up on the desk in front of me anyway, so I can see what's going on in the chat, if there's any viewers lurking, which there hasn't been really a lot of lately, which is a shame, because as I say, I'm trying to get at least to affiliate status on Twitch, which would be nice. And to do that, I only need an average of 3 viewers per stream. I've ticked all the other boxes. I've done the stream for 30 days, stream for 7 days in a month, and reach 50 plus followers. So I've ticked all the, them milestones. It's just the 3 average viewers per stream. So I need to get the viewers up a bit. Anybody out there who watches these videos, head over to Twitch, follow, and when you get that little notification pop up that says I am live, just pop a window open and let it run. It helps me. Like I say, if I can get to affiliate, it'll be great. So that's it. That's the update from me for now. I've waffled on again for quite a while, so I'm going to go. I'm going to say goodbye, and yeah, that's me done. Bye.